Hey guys, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here, back today with a live preview between the Cronulla Sharks and the New Zealand Warriors round 17 fixture. What I'm going to do is go through both teams, give my thoughts, ins and outs for both sides, and as well as go through the key matchups for both teams and go through head-to-head stats, as well as the betting prices and the where the game will be won and lost between both these teams. And then I'll give my prediction towards the end of the preview. So I'm going to give a few minutes for people to jump on to the live. I'll give a few minutes for people to jump in, and then I'll start. So, hello to Daniel Bate, who's joining. Says, good morning. The Sharks will be looking to bounce back after a shock loss to the Broncos. That might make them nervous in the game, you never know. But I'll give a few minutes for people to join before I start, because at the moment there's only one viewer. So, I'll give you guys a few minutes. Welcome to everyone who's joining at the moment. Hello, cute Manchester United fan Australia. Let's hope this time there's no gremlins this time, because, last night was very annoying, but moved on from that. But, hopefully there's no connection problems this time. So, I'll give a few more minutes before I start the preview. It's going to be a very tough game this week. It's going to be a very hard game, Sunday afternoon. Both the Warriors and the Sharks need victories. The Sharks come off that loss to the Broncos, that shock loss to the Broncos. Warriors coming off that very, very disappointing result to the Dragons. They should have won that one after leading 18 points to 6, and they lost it by 1 point. But I'm going to get into it now, get into the preview. So, look, go through both teams' lists now. I'll go through the Cronulla Sharks first. And, the Cronulla Sharks lineup. So, look, a few ins for the Cronulla Sharks is Andrew Fifita, Luke Metcalf, and Will Chambers is back into the lineup. And, the Sharks lineup is William Kennedy at fullback, Sione Katoa on the wing. In the centres is Will Chambers and Jesse Ramian. On the other wing is Ronaldo Mulitalo. In the halves is Connor Tracy and Sean Johnson. Aiden Tolman is in that prop, and Blake Brayley's the hooker. And, Aaron Woods is the other prop. Britton Niokore, Tage Walton, and Toby Rudolph is the lock. Now on to the benches, Braden Trindle, Sipasai Talakai, Jack Williams, and Braden Hamuuali. And on to the reserves for the Cronulla Sharks is Billy Magoulias, Manawi Horoti, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Andrew Fifita, and Luke Metcalf. So that's the reserves for the Sharks. Now on to the Warriors team, and ins for the Warriors, obviously Jack Murchie, Cody Nikorima, Matthew Lodges making his first grade debut for the Warriors, making his club debut for the Warriors. Reece Walsh is a huge in at fullback, and Tania Otokalo's in. And the outs for the Warriors is Chad Townsend due to injury, and Tohu Harris as well. So moving on to the Warriors lineup now, it's Reece Walsh at fullback. Darren Witini-Zelezniak is on the wing. Rocco Berry in the centres, and Marcelo Montoya. And on to the other wing is Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, the captain. In the halves is Cody Nikorima and Sean O'Sullivan. And the other prop is Adam Fanua-Blake, and hooker is Wade Egan. And starting for the Warriors is Matt Lodge in his club debut. Elias Katoa's in the second row, and Bailey Seranen and Jazz Tavanga is at lock. Moving on to the bench now, and it's Kane Evans, Lisa Narmel, Bunty Afoa, and Ben Murdoch-Masila. And onto the reserves is Ed Pompey, Jack Murchie, Tania Otokalo, and Edward Cozy. So, that's the lineup. And, look, the Warriors lineup. Very surprised that Alizia Katoa's playing in this one. I thought he'd be ruled out. I thought he was going to not play in this one. I'm a bit surprised that he's playing. So, I was very surprised by that. And, look, I think the Warriors lineup is pretty much straightforward. I thought we were going to see the likes of Cody Nikorima come back into the lineup, and he is. Sean O'Sullivan as well. pretty straightforward halves pairing there, and Reece Walsh is at fullback, which is great. It's a huge in for the Warriors. And, look, Matt Lodge is going to be interesting to see how he goes playing in that position for the first time, playing for the Warriors for the first time. So keen to see how he goes and hopefully has a good game. As with the Sharks, I think Sharks have got a very strong lineup, actually very strong lineup, and they will be very hard to beat on a Sunday. So, yeah, going through the key matchups now. Look, I'm looking at the key matchups for both teams. And, look, for the Warriors and the Sharks, I think there's a huge matchup between Sione Katoa and Dylan Watinsa-Lesniak. Will Chambers, as well as his back, he's experienced, so he's up against the young gun and Rocco Berry in the centres. And you've got the likes of Sean O'Sullivan versus Sean Johnson there. You know, Sean Johnson came back to the club next year, so Sean Johnson up against his team that he's going to be playing next year. And you've also got the likes of Aiden Fanua-Blake and Aiden Tolman and Matt Lodge and Aaron Woods as well. So, yeah, that's a couple of huge key matchups for me in terms of this game. And, you know, where the game will be won and lost for me is in the 4-pack. Actually, I reckon the game will be won and lost in the 4-pack. You know, I think the Sharks bench is a lot better than the Warriors bench, to be honest. I think, you know, the Sharks have got the likes of Asofas Talakai. Sorry if I said that wrong. I think he's one of the key players for the Sharks come off the bench. And, look, I think, you know, the Warriors bench is all right, but it's not as great as the Sharks bench. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a very interesting one, the bench, you know, how the bench is going to go there. And, you know, got the reserves, you know, there could be some changes there. You never know. There could be some changes on game day. But Georgian Bastos says, I hope the Warriors win. I hope so too, Georgius and Bastos. I really do. But, look, for this game, you know, I think Toby Rudolph is another danger player that the Warriors need to watch out for, as well as Talakai as well. So, yeah, those are players that I think the Warriors should watch out for in this game. And they're very dangerous players. Now, moving on to the head-to-head battles, head-to-head stats, and betting prices for this game. So, look, the betting prices say the Warriors are $2.60 at Sportsbet Australia, and the Sharks are $1.50. And obviously, this game's been played at Nostrata Jubilee Stadium in Cogra in New South Wales, and it's a Channel 9 and Foxtel game as well, and on KO in Australia, and also Sky Sports in New Zealand. So, yeah, I mean, the pricing says the Sharks there are $150 and the Warriors $2.60. On to the head-to-head stats here. It says here the Warriors and Sharks have played 38 times. The Sharks are 123, the Warriors are 115, and there's been no draws between these two teams. Now, the last meeting between these two teams was 13th of September 2020, Sharks 22, Warriors 14. And the other couple of matches as well is 19th of July 2020, Sharks 46, Warriors 10, and 24th of August 2019, Sharks 42, Warriors 16. So the Sharks have been pretty dominant in this head-to-head fixture between the Warriors. The Warriors haven't been the Sharks in a very long time. Sharks have a great record, so say what you can say about that one, because the Warriors don't have the best record against Cronulla. So if the Warriors do get up on Sunday, it'll be the first one over Cronulla in a long, long time. So hopefully they can come here. And, you know, everyone remembers last year the Warriors and Sharks game, which was the game that decided the finals, the top 8 spots. So, you know, hopefully the Warriors can right the wrongs for this game and, you know, win this one on Sunday. But, you know, I think the Warriors can win this game, and I'm going to go for my heart over my head here. I think it will be very hard. It'll be a very hard game, and the Cronulla Sharks, you know, despite their loss to Brisbane last week, they will be want to bounce back after that result. You know, that was a very shock result over the weekend last week against Broncos. I didn't expect them to beat Brisbane there, and yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a very, very good game, actually. I think this will be a very close one. I think both teams, you know, they need to win this game. The Sharks need to win this to get back inside that top 8. Warriors need to win, obviously, for many, many reasons, because they've lost so many close games this year, and this is very important in terms of the Warriors making a chance of a top 8 spot. So, you know what? I'm going to go with the Warriors here to win. I believe we can win this game. And welcome to the Dibs fam says, hello, sub mate. How's it going, the Dibs fam? But like I said, I'm going to go with the Warriors here to win. I'll go Warriors to win a very close one. Actually, I'm going to go with the Warriors by 6 points here against the Cronulla Sharks. Yes, I might be biased here, and I want to see us win. But I'm going to go head. I'm going to go hard over head here. Head's obviously saying Cronulla will probably win this and win it well, but I'm going to go with my heart here. I'm going to go with the Warriors to win by 6 points. Now, anytime try scorers, I'm going to go with Reece Walsh, Dallin Watini-Zelezniak, and Rocco Berry to cross over. And, I'm going to go with the Warriors by 6. So, Georgios Bastos says Warriors 24-20. Warriors win. Well, hopefully you're right there. The Dib fam says the Warriors are going to win by only 2 or 1 point. Well, I'll take any win any day of the week, regardless if it's one win. Regardless if it's 1 point, 4 points, I'll take any type of win this weekend. As long as we get the win, that is the main thing. And it's a Sunday afternoon game too. So, I mean, that's great. It's a Sunday afternoon game, so it should be good. But is Chad Townsend out? Yes, he's not playing this weekend. The Dib fam, he's not playing this weekend. So, I mean, Cody Nicarima and Sean O'Sullivan, they really need to step up in this game. I think our halves need to step up, show a bit more, because that's been our issue this year. Our halves need to step up and do a lot better than they did, because last week I believe our halves didn't play well in those crucial stages of the game. So, I mean, if you guys got any more last comments before I go, look, just to wrap up the preview there, I said Warriors by 6 there, and Reece Walsh, Dallin Watini-Zelezniak, and Rocco Berry to score tries. So, if you guys got any questions before I go on the game, and I'll give you guys a few minutes to drop down your comments before I end the preview. Man of the match, Matt Lodge, in his debut. I mean, why not? I mean, he's got a big game. I reckon he could have a big game on Sunday afternoon there. I really, really think he could. As long as it doesn't come down to a field goal, I'll be happy. Docky, I really hope not. I do not want to go through that again. You guys saw my frustration last week. I mean, look, maybe I was going over the top, but I was just cheering on my team, and you know what? Why not? I got angry, and maybe it's over the top. Some people might not like it, but at the end of the day, hopefully I don't have to go this week. Hopefully not, but why is Chad Townsend out? I'm not sure. I think it's because he's just picked up an injury last week. So, I mean, he might be missing for a few weeks there. The Dib fam there. I think he'll miss a few weeks. Do the Warriors have any cap space? I'm pretty sure they do, Georgios and Bastos. I'm pretty sure they do. But, we shall see on the signings, this at the end of the day. But, I mean, it's going to be an interesting game. Like I said, I think the team really needs to get up and get this result. Fanua Blake is a beast, but has to start offloading. He does have to start offloading the ball, but the team needs to show a bit more. With that, someone needs to be there to support him. Like I said, so. But guys, that wraps up my preview for this game between the Cronulla Sharks, New Zealand Warriors round 17 fixture. Make sure you don't forget as well to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because at the moment, the channel is, not, I wouldn't say it's going terribly, but the channel is a bit slow at the moment. I'm not gaining as many subs as I should, but if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing. Just hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you also like the stream as well, and like the video if you're watching back. And also comment below, if you're watching the stream back, make sure you comment down below. So, guys, thanks for watching this preview. And, tonight, tune into the Rugby League Breakdown podcast on Nick from Australia's YouTube channel at 6 p.m. I believe 6 p.m. Australia time. Nick's told me. So, I believe I will be jumping on there for the Breakdown podcast. So, I'm making my return to the Rugby League Breakdown podcast on Nick from Australia's YouTube channel That is 6 o'clock Australia time. Make sure you tune in for that one. Myself, NRL Vids, Nick from Australia, and Sam Ribble as well. So tune in for that one tonight at 6 p.m. for the Rugby League Breakdown podcast. I will be back featuring on it as the co-host. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for watching. And, I'll see you guys soon for another video. Cheers for watching. And go to the Warriors on Sunday afternoon. Let's hope we get the victory.